Okay, everybody, welcome. This is gonna be my first poker. Playing some poker. Hopefully, they bring back online poker, and I can start this up. And that's just to get the video aligned correctly. That way, I don't have a sound issue. I just tried my AVS. Sound or screen capture thing, and that worked okay. Out of an hour and 45 minutes or so playthrough with some Pokerstars, I got 28 good minutes of poker here. So yeah, the only problem with the AVS is that the sound is off, and I'm not sure why. It could be a couple of reasons, so I'm gonna see if I can fix that. But let's see. Now I'm starting it up here. It's a 1,050 chip tournament. First place gets cool 208,000. That's all right. We're starting here. We had King 10 while I was setting up, so I missed out there. But you know, being that far from the dealer chip, it's probably best that happened. We had 5-4 off suit. Amundsen. Messing around with the AVS drawing system here. Amundsen, OMS Bond was messing about for the first part of this video, going all in, being one of those players, you know, who just goes all in for the heck of it, no matter what two cards, any two cards will do for this joker. And we had middle pair here. I wanted to bet the king. I wanted them to think that I had the king, so I pop bet. Derek folded. We had Sapatek's call. We go in 145, and he raised us all in, which worried me about a flush. Worried me that he really had the king. It was a losing hand, so. Alright, now we got 3-7 off. Obviously gonna fold it. We're on to the next one. 6 queens suited here. And I probably would have made a play. But Sapatek's called, Derek called, OMS Bonds went all in, and that really mucks things up. So we got ET up there, Dr. Derek, and Sapotex. See if any of them will. And of course ET folded. Derek folded. Sapatek's folded. No OMS Bond. His strategy of going all in is working. Got 5-6 suited now. OMS Bond just raised here. I found that very interesting that he just raised, because the only time he's ever raised was all in. So I wanted to get some info here. I wanted to see what he was doing. Did he really have a good hand now? So now he goes all in, and of course with a legitimate hand, he bets properly. So I got good information on him, but he got caught up there. He got caught, and he was gone. Now we had Monic. All right, so 7-3 off, and of course obvious fold. Calling it around. All right, so here we got right around 890 players. Only 216 get paid. My goal, get to 216th place at least. Just cash. Small steps, baby steps. I haven't played poker in about a couple months. And online poker is a hard thing to get down and get really well, you know, learned. So, being in America, cannot play online poker. Can't do it for money. I could do it for Monopoly money, which is what we're doing here. But, I figure it'll be back, and, you know, why not practice, and why not show you? If you don't know how to play poker, if you've never played poker before, it's awesome. It's really fun. It's a good game. It's a strategic game. You got it, and it changes all the time. Not one situation is ever the same. You never have the same 9 people in the same mindsets with the same chip stack at the same level of the tournament. So it's an ever-changing game. It's always different. We had Ace-3 suited here, and being under the gun, I was a little worried about that one, especially with SRA and Monic. They were new players to the table. I didn't want to mess around with them, so I let them have it. ET raises to 250, good raise. SRA calls, Monarch folds. Okay, so now with what we had ace 3, which would have had a straight draw, but that's fine. You don't really count on 2, 3, 5 to come up on the flop. ET raises, SRA folds, ET takes it down. Now big blind, we get king 6 suited here. So obviously this is, if everyone calls around, this is a good situation to see an easy flop. A cheap flop, a free flop actually. So we check it down. We get the king, we got top pair. We've got a flush draw in our back pocket if it comes. So I think it's really good. It's really low odds that anyone else has the king. Really low odds that anyone else has aces. So, of course, bet 150, half the pot. Nikolai calls us. Derek was really thinking about it. With his low chip stack there, really he shouldn't call. He should fold or raise all in. Obviously he folds. SRA called. So now we have a pretty good chip, a pot in the middle. We got king 6 suited. We go 400. This should take it down. Nikolai folds, SRA folds, and it does, and we make a little money there. Good play. Didn't even have to worry about my cards because my bet structure, how I played it, won me the hand. 10-6. It was suited, but 10-6. It's very, again, when are you playing 10-6 to hope to get a straight? You just never know, and it's too risky. So I folded that. We got some four-handed action here on the flop. Dr. Derek checks. SRA goes 500. He overbets here. That's interesting. Fold, fold. Dr. Derek, you got to go all in or fold. And he folds. SRA takes it down. On the button, we got ace 10. That's an alright hand there. Especially for the button. A lot of things we could do. We can steal these blinds. I figure Guy will probably fold. Nikolai will probably fold, but they both called. So they both called. They're inferior chip stacks. I've got them both covered by 500. To me, it makes sense if both of them check for me to bet it up reasonably. I'll go 400, 2/3 the pot. And let's see if they both fold here. They both do. We take down another easy pot, and we're just stacking it up. King 7 suited. And again, we get an opportunity where we can steal blinds, so we'll just min raise. ET. What will he do? He calls. King 7. We only have one heart. Now this is one of my weaker plays of the session. I see the hearts, and immediately I fall in love. No pun intended. No, it's a little ironic. So we're checking it down, and I wanted to raise him after the flop to see if he would fold, but he called. He stuck with it. 8-10. He had the pair of tens there, and I had nothing. So I lost my profit from the previous hand because I fell in love with a flush draw. So don't fall in love with flush draws. They are terrible. They're terrible. You gotta stay away from it. Here is the situation. Let me explain. King 7 suited. Hearts. Not too good. Ace 6 hearts. Again, not too good. But ace 6 is one of my luckiest hands. So I decided to play this. I was under the gun. I called. It's just three-handed. SRA called. Monarch checked. We had we have 4 of the 5 hearts. So I figure, well, we could do 300. I figured that this was my favorite hand. This is one of my favorite hands. Ace 6 suited, especially with the hearts. We get the 5th and final heart at the end. We have the nut flush. He bets 450, and we've got him eaten out of our palm. But I was a little nervous. I was scared that he had a queen. But me being a fool, I realized, oh, even if he had the queen, I still would have won. It was just one of those moments. But we did win that one anyway, and we got right back up to where we needed to be. And I don't think we were ever chip leader at any table at any time because Monopoly money tournaments, people just mob at the beginning of the tournament, go all in, all in, all in. and then you get these monster chip stacks. So really it's hard to become the chip leader at any point in one of these tournaments. You really have a 1 in X number of chance. Oh, and here we get bullets. But you have a 1 in X number of chance, how many ever people is in the tournament, to be chip leader. So we had bullets. I wanted this guy to go all in. He would have been screwed. I think he folded. Yeah, he folded, so we showed the aces. That way they're scared of us. They know that we're getting good cards, that we're not messing around. There we go, 9-8 off. Monarch fold, so again another opportunity to steal those blinds. In that position with those low chip stacks, this is a good play. Normally they will fold just to survive, or they will fold because they're scared, and I just showed aces. So he had ace-5 suited, I had 9-8, and I didn't get the help I needed. He doubled up with me, and that's fine. We didn't lose too much, but the pot odds were with us there. We fold the deuce-9 off, that was no good. Guy raises, he's getting a little momentum here. He raises half of his stack. Nikolai also calls most of his stack. ET calls. Now Guy goes all in, Nikolai goes all in, and I expect ET to call it off. But no, he just pissed off some of his money. That's not a really good play there. But he did it anyway. He still got a good chip lead, and Guy takes it down. And Nikolai is out of the tournament. We got Jack King. Not a great hand with this many people already in the hand, but it's reasonable. So we got 10 Jack Queen King. We have an up and down straight draw. We've got jacks. So if we get another jack, we could have possibly a full house. It's good. So I bet half the pot or so. And we just take down another easy pot, and we're up to 3,200. All right, now we're pretty far away from the button here. 4 jack offsuit is not a good hand. We fold it. We'll let the action take care of itself. And SRA takes it down. 3 king off again. Just folding it down. Now here we got a free flop. And this is what happens when you get a free flop. That's why you don't hit the button on a 2-9 off just to fold, because you never know what the other people will do. I got a free flop, I hit 2 pair, and I picked up 500 chips. Now we got 10 jack in the small blind. This is an okay hand here, especially if many of the under the guns fold. ET calls. SRA's out. Monarch is out, I believe. Yes. Okay, so now it's basically me and ET. Guy was sitting out, and I didn't realize that. I did not at the time realize that Guy was sitting out, or else I would have went up against ET. So we just gave him an easy pot there. Maybe it was for the best. Who knows what could have happened. But now we got King Queen on the button, so it's a much better hand. SRA goes all in. At this point, I'm thinking, I don't know what this guy could have, but I call him off anyway. We do have good pot odds here. We don't lose too much, but we stand to gain a lot. So we've got him dominated. We both have kings, but I've got a queen, so my kicker is much better, and we take it down. We move to a table here, and Kiwi Kid, deer head in the toilet, getting aces, and I'm worried. I'm like, oh, this table, we got 2 people from The Simpsons on this table. We got a guy over there doing gang signs. This table's all over the place. The 3 people in a row sitting out. That guy's already going all in. He was all in the last hand. Phoenix up to 11 grand. This table is out of control already. So I decided to fold, see where it gets me. Kiwi Kid takes someone out, and we move to another table. It was that quick. Now we're here with Zucky. We've got Zatan, Star Player, LA, Alira, Gore Mountain, all these players. And we're just trying to check out these new players here. We're down to 450 people. I'm trying to scout these players. I don't want to get involved in a hand without knowing what they're going to do. It's a very patient game, a very studying game. Now here is an okay pot. Zucky bets out 300, which is a poor bet, and LA calls it easily. See if Zucky goes for the kill. He goes 800. $800's okay. It could be higher. But Ace-6 takes it down. LA, not sure what he had, but Ace-6 takes it down. So Zucky chipping up there. Alright, we got Queen-Jack. Pretty far out there. I choose to fold here because what you guys don't see is what I saw, and that's a whole lot of this. A whole lot of 15, 10, all these crazy bet amounts. Look at these crazy cards. 10s, 8s, we have aces in the whole cards. It's ridiculous. And Zatan just takes out 2 people. So I'm going to be very cautious at this table. I'm going to bide my time. You can see now we're down to 380 already. 70 people went home. They railed, they busted, they felt it, whatever you want to call it, while I was watching the action. Zatan is a madman. Zucky also gets involved. This table, a lot of good play. Look at that, 1271, so uneven. Me with 2-4 off, obviously I'm folding there. And Alira calls. I don't know about that decision, because how low we are. We're only 2,000. Look, see, and then they raise. With the play Zucky and Zatan were doing, it is very... Why would you call? You should have just raised all in and drew the line or folded, because I'm pretty sure Alira here folds. And so Alira basically in this hand pisses off 1,200 chips. Now we got kings versus aces. Unbelievable hands from both Zucky and Zatan, but Zucky wins the aces. Zatan down to 10, Zucky up to 18,000. Let's go, Zucky says. At this point, I'm marking out. I love it. I love it when things get heated. Zatan and Zucky are about to get crazy. Zatan retaliates here in a minute. F you. Yeah, one win. You didn't see a whole lot of their rivalry, but this was the rivalry of the table. If both of these guys were in the hand, you wanted to get out. They were gonna make that pot so high. It would be ridiculous. Alira goes all in. No one. So Alira doubles up there. 4 queen off. No, not good. Not good, but I figure why not? Arvan over there is sitting out, so I only have to beat out 2 people. Alira is a little worried, so I figured he would fold. I didn't know about KVS. KVS was the only hesitation there, so I picked up the pot, or the blinds there. So that was an okay play. Now that I look back on it, I probably wouldn't have done it again, but I figured Arvan was out of the tournament basically already, and Alira was, kind of wishy-washy, so I just had to beat KVS for an easy pickup, and we did. So again, Zatan, crazy bet structure. KVS calls, star players all in, Zucky folds, so now it's heads up here. Who wants to take star player out? Zatan checks, very rare. See if KVS tries to steal. 2,400. What's Zatan gonna do? They call. Makes me want to know what they got. Zatan, it's very good to watch the other players. If you're not in the hand, watch the other players. Watch how they bet. All in, call. And Ace-King will take this. Ace-King was good, but King-Queen wins the main bet. And Zatan is devastated. Just downhill ever since he got heated there with Zucky. And the cooler head prevails. Zucky ribbons Zatan with that "let's go" comment. Zatan retaliated, and ever since then he just can't get it together. Let's see. One-on-one heads up between these two. Fighting over Dean Dean's poker life. So we have a flush draw, 2 sevens on the board. 9-10 jack could get a straight. Zucky bets 1,000. Zatan, it's all in or fold. He calls, but he doesn't go all in or fold. That's kind of crazy. So now he goes all in. Hopefully Zucky didn't have a king there. If Zucky would have had a king and he was searching for a king, Zatan would be gone. But Zatan chips up. Dean is gone. And it looks like there's going to be a battle between those two. Alright, so we fold there. Right under the gun. I didn't want to get involved with this many people. Alira goes all in. Folding around. We got Zucky. Zucky folds. Maffei just got to the table, so I don't think he counts. Ace-Jack, Ace-10. Zatan's got it in the bag unless a 10 comes. 10 does not come. Zatan, chipping up, getting closer to Zucky. I think we're going to have a round 2 between these guys. Let's see, we got KVS raising 1,200. Under the gun raises 1,200. Zucky calls. Oh man, it's very risky to call here. And with my low chip stack, I wanted to cash, and we were down to 249 players. So we were really close to the cutoff line, so I folded. Turned out to be a great decision. We had a flush draw, straight flush draw, a flush. It was crazy. Ace-7 was no good there. Against bullets and king-queen, we would have been mobbed. So now, finally, we are gone. We're back with Kiwi Kid, the deer in the toilet head. We're back with him, but I don't think it lasts long. I don't really remember what happened here, but it does not. Yeah, see, we got moved to another table almost immediately, again, from that guy. It was almost instantaneous. We're down to 232 players. We're very, very close to the cutoff line. Frilly goes all in. Jacks versus Ace-King. And Outrageous is gone. No, he doesn't. No, he hit the ace. Ah, that's right. Frilly. Someone doubles up through Frilly. Sorry. Now we get Ace-3 suited. Pretty close to the button. Earlier in the game, I folded Ace-3 suited because I was under the gun. At this point, I'm right there. But the only problem is BTS and Frilly had to go all in. And I can't take that. It's for sure I'm probably not going to win that. So I fold. Let them battle it out. Queens versus Queen Jack. Frilly is dominated. And BTS is going to double up through Frilly here. With 3 queens. 8-4. So, that's okay. There's straight possibilities. But, with these people who I don't even really know how these people are. I fold. Again, 217 players. That's all. It's one person has to go for me to be in the money and attain my goal. So, let's see. It's going hand for hand now. We will win if we make it. Obviously, with how long the video is, of course I make it. Of course I cash. I do make my goal. But we're playing hand for hand now, which means every table plays a hand. And at the end of it, they wait. They wait until everyone's done, and then they play again. And I think it goes down to 209 people after this hand. So we did make our goal of hitting the money. So we made the money, and that's awesome. So hand for hand play is in progress. We're waiting for the other tables. It doesn't take long, though. And we get Ace-10 right here in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of iffy, but with this low, with the blinds being 800, we only have really 5 big blinds left. That's danger zone territory. You want to get your money in when the getting is good. And Ace-10, that's as good as it's going to get. You got to shove it all in. I shove it all in. We got card stud folds. Zaiseni calls me off. Problem child. I was scared that 3 people were going to call, and they were all going to check it down to get me out. I'm very scared about that all the time. But it didn't happen. Problem child folds, BTS calls. So it's down. My tournament life is a little scarce right now. 9-10 jack. I don't have flush draws. I don't have straight draws. But I hit the ace here. I hit an ace. I'm worried about jacks. And I'm worried about aces. I'm very nervous. I'm nervous that someone's got a jack or a spade here. The betting, yeah, jacks. Yeah. If it wasn't for those jacks, we would have won, but we got pretty good. We got kicked out of the tournament at that point. Here we go. We're trying to find where we got because it's so quick. People go out so quickly. We got out 199th. I was still looking. That's how quick it goes. We're all the way up there at 199th. Come on, me, find myself. There we go, 199th place. You know, out of 1,400 people, 199th is not bad, especially if we cash. Now, we cashed in for 1050. We won 1678. So, not too bad. Not too bad for a first time. A lot of you people who don't watch poker, go ahead and try it. Poker is not a bad thing. No matter what people may lead you to believe, poker is a fun game. So much strategy involved. Look at all the different people. We've got people from the United States, Lithuania, Austria, Australia, Russia, Canada, Uzbekistan, Chile, Brazil's down there, Taiwan, Mexico, all sorts of people playing, you know? So now here I decide, because this editing, this system, this screen capture system is so awesome, I get a cool little thing here. This is me thanking you. Thank you for watching this video. In my original, the sound quality was off. I'm not sure what was going on. I said thank you for watching the video about 500 times because I was messing about with this coloring option. I really like this. I could go play by play. I could maybe screen capture some of my videos and show you some tips and track. This screen capture is awesome. I'm really liking it. So, you know, at this point, our profit so far is 628 Monopoly monies. We are up 628 Monopoly monies. If it were real money, I'd be up 628 bucks. That's awesome. So, you know, learn how to play poker. If you don't know how to play poker, watch my vids. I'll try to teach you as best I can. It's really hard for me to get back into that beginner mindset, but if you don't know, this will at least help you out. Go on over to PokerTube and watch Da Bear videos. Da Bear videos. Just look for him. He's an uploader on PokerTube. Very, very good insight on how the game of internet poker should be played, especially tournament internet poker. So again, thank you for watching the video. Go ahead and like, comment, favorite, do whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel comfortable. And hopefully some of you play Pokerstars. If you want, get on Pokerstars, message me, Twitter me, tell me what tournament you're gonna be in. That's, of course, that I can play in. That's free, and we'll play in it. And I'll bring your table up, and I'll find you, and I'll show some of your hands too. We'll make it a poker community. Our profit there was 628 positively, and all right, so pretty good. So that was the end of this screen capture in there. And again, I want to thank you for watching the video. And play poker, people. It's so fun. It's so good. It's awesome. Please play poker. Please bring it back. Call your senator, governor, whatever you want to do. Call the president if you can. Bring back poker. I want this to be a coalition of people to bring back poker to the internet, because it's not illegal. It's amazing to me. I'm going to go on a rant here before we go. It's amazing to me that it's legal to drink, smoke cigarettes in front of children, and get high. It's legal to own a gun. It's unbelievable that internet poker is outlawed. I cannot believe that a game that's so strategic, that is so fun, that is so part of American history, I cannot believe they've outlawed this. It has been terribly straining on me, but I'm glad to be at least playing it. At least they let me on the site to play Monopoly money tournaments. At least I get that much satisfaction. It's not the same as playing with real money, but you do get the same beginner poker steps down. You get the practice you need. So to end this, thank you for watching the video again for the 500th time, and the profit right now is 628. We're up 628. That's pretty good for me. Monopoly money, that's all right. So please, people, bring back poker. If you want, play poker with me. Just message me over Twitter. I've got my Twitter right down there. And message me on Twitter if you play Pokerstars. And tell me what table you'll be on. Tweet me what table you'll be on, and I'll pull your table up, and I'll show you on my YouTube channel if that's what you'd like. Anything can happen with me. I don't mind putting up anything, because if I don't have a hand and you do, I'll show yours. So anything will happen. Anything goes with this. I really do love poker. So please, let's do our best to bring it back. And that's all I gotta say. I'll forcibly end myself from talking. Again, thanks. And play poker.